Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I have happy mail from Caryn. Thank you, thank you. So kind. You guys spoil me. Spoiled girl. So I'm going to tip it up and cut it. So I know you won't be able to see this, but I can see the top and the light, and I don't have to worry about cutting something. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, let's see. Caryn, what did you send? Looks cool. I don't want to show... Oh, those are cute. They're paper clips with kitty cats on them. That is so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Look, I love wax seals. I always forget to use mine. I'm such a dope. I just forget. I don't want to mess it up. I kind of want to try to get under it. You gave me 2 cards. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, it was because of my jewels, losing our cat. Oh, that's so nice. Our animals are our family, and that makes it so hard to lose them. So true. Oh, that was so nice of you, Caryn. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, that is just so sweet of you to send that. And then this is another card. Let me see, I'm going to read this. Oh, I know I'll enjoy the items you sent. Oh, she dyed the coral, the blue, and the sunny yellow, green, teal, and purple. There's some tea dyed and avocado dyed, one onion dyed, lime green was blue and yellow mixed. There's music pages from 1933. Very cool. And the other ones are from the 50s. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much, Caryn. That is just super duper sweet of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love these. This is such a cool thing. And I wanted to tell you, you probably just heard the beep of our smoke alarm. Well, we have had a time of it here recently in so many ways, and I will tell you guys about it in just a minute. But my son is replacing smoke alarms in our house. So, yes, beep. You might hear some beeps along the way. Look at, aren't those adorable, you guys? Oh my gosh, those are so cute. Just says Fred up there. Chairman Meow. Those are adorable. Very cool. Thank you so much for those. They're adorable. And then she sent me some guest checks. Fabulous, because I always use those. And these are great doilies. Ooh, see? There's that lime green. Isn't that cool? Very cool. And it's not even wrinkly. Mine always get like, you know. Super cool. Old papers and prescription bags. Very nice. These are cool ones because they're so long. So when you fold them in half, those will be great in journals. Then you can cut this end open and have a pocket on and have journal pages, you know, in here, and then another pocket on the other side wherever it lands in your journal. And some kitty paper. We all love that. That's fabulous. That's that kind of newsprint version or whatever. It's very cool. And the yellow, very pretty. Ooh, aren't these pretty? Yes, this is very cool. And it's kind of thin and crunchy. And look, she did one of the prescription bags. That came out fabulous. And some green paper, book dyed. Book dyed.
Yeah, dyed with books. Have you ever heard of that? No.
Book page dyed green. That's what I'm trying to say. There's more lime. Yay! And then another one, book page. Ah, see, this is so nice and crinkly. And I love that coral color. That's awesome. So cool. I've never done writ dyeing. I'll have to try that one of these days. This is really cool. 1933. I love old papers. Look at that. So cool. Easter music. That is so neat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And some more green lined paper. Fabulous. Ooh, isn't this neat with the little specks on it? Very nice. Oh, this is just so nice of you, Caryn, to do these and send me some, because I know it's a lot of work dyeing your own papers. And I haven't done any yet, and I need to do that because summer's here. You know, it's the best time, as we all know, because it dries faster. This is beautiful. This is cool. Is that coloring page that's been dyed? That's a great idea, too. Very cool. Yeah, I need to do some dyeing while it's going to be really hot this week, like 103, so yeah. It will be toasty. These are fabulous. Okay, you can see part of a doily there. Super cool. I love the little specks. Those are cool. Ooh, this is a neat color. This is almost like a manila file folder kind of a color. And then this side has the specks. That is really cool. Oh, neat. It's always fun to see other people's dyeing. This is avocado, I can tell, because it's that. Oh, it's just the craziest color. Like, you almost want to say there's a little orange in it or something. It's just a very different color of pink. Because see, you can tell, like this, I'm assuming is the RIT dye or food coloring. One of those. But yeah, it's just a huge difference. That's a great saturation you got on that avocado dye too, because it's hard to get it that dark, I think. This is neat. There's just a little faint purple in there. Turns out cool. Hello. What did we forget? Oh, nothing. Oh. Ew, cool. There's like a doily type or a stencil, you know, some kind on there. Very cool. And purple lines and coral lines. Wow, that's so vibrant. Look at that. Very cool. And then the green. Super cool. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, these will be great, and this lighter green is really pretty. We painted my daughter's wall in her room almost this color right in here. It's a very pretty color. And these are neat, the mittens. But those will be fun in the winter. To see this side's so cool. It's always the hard part with double-sided things, you know. Look at that. It's sticking to my jelly plate. It's like grabbing a hold of it. Very cool. Oh no, don't do that. I don't want to rip it. So awesome. Thank you, Caryn. That was just super sweet of you. I really, really appreciate it. It's always fun to see what, you know, everybody's doing and up to, and those are great dyes that you did. And I really appreciate it because I know they're hard to share. What do you need, babe?
Electrical tape.
Oh, I don't know where you put that. Did you? Is it in your room? Because I don't think you came in here with it.
I did because I used your scissors.
Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's just, yeah. Trying to find the electrical tape that he used earlier. So, anyways, we've had quite the eventful life recently, which, you know, why would we not? And that's why I wasn't here yesterday. So we got my daughter moved into her house, and 10 minutes there, and if you saw my post on Facebook and Instagram, she sprained her ankle. Pretty bad. Not broken, though, so that's awesome. And so we got that all straightened out, got her moved in, and then my husband showed up with COVID yesterday. So I guess I should explain to you guys what I'm doing here. This is my jelly plate. I've had a few people ask me to do the Distress, this is Distress Oxide. I know you can't hardly read that. Walnut stain is what I'm using, but you can use any. I like to use the Distress Oxide to do these because, I don't know, it's just not quite as messy as using paint and all the other stuff. Not that I don't like the paint, I just like to do this, especially if you're just wanting to kind of play around and try some different things. I just like to do it this way. So I've got one stack over here that's just to roll off on, and then I've got a stack over here. These are just half sheets because I don't have a whole lot of room on my desk right here. But somebody wanted to see how I do the lace. So like I would just take a piece of lace, put it on top of that ink, you know, kind of roll it because you obviously want to get the print right. And then lift it up. And then we'll put another piece of paper down. These are my little half sheets from doing my Etsy orders. Whenever I have an Etsy order, I have to cut the paper in half because that's how the labels print out, you know, to put on the box is on just half a sheet. So there's another half a sheet left over. So I try to use them for backing or whatever. And you can see you get ink on that side, but I don't worry a whole lot about that because see, then you can kind of get almost like that coffee or tea dyed effect using a stencil. It's sort of the same and way easier. And that's why I like it, because I'm lazy like that. So anyways, and plus it's great in the winter if you want to just make some up real quick. Of course you can use whole sheets. You don't have to use a half a sheet. I like to use these up. I don't want them sitting around. So anyways, back to my story. So yeah, he's got COVID, and so yesterday I just kind of spent the day trying to obviously make sure he was okay and comfortable and all those type of things. So I did not get a video done, and I contacted his doctor, and luckily she was making rounds at the hospital and was able to call him in a prescription and, you know, to maybe help out a little. I mean, obviously there's really nothing you can do, but yeah, so she did that, and so he's feeling a tiny bit better today. He's still not great, but of course then our smoke detectors went out. Like, I don't know, we've just changed the battery in them like 3 months ago, my husband and I, and so it went out, and I was very irritated because I'm like, we just did that, like we just put new batteries in, but they've been up for a long time in our house and we didn't change them. I didn't really know how often you were supposed to put new ones in because they sit there, you know, as long as you, I just thought as long as you change the batteries and stuff, and they weren't like obviously in bad shape or something. But anyway, so they were just beeping, squeaking, and squawking at us last night. See, I smeared it a little, so maybe the rolling isn't the best idea. It's probably better to pat it down, which I have done in the past. And this is just a piece of crochet doily type material that I know is a little bit thicker than what I use most of the time in my journals, maybe on the outside. I have a really long piece of it though, so I just sort of donated this to doing this kind of thing, and the same thing with this one, because they are going to get all inky, and you probably could wash them and it would come out mostly, or you know, just spritz them and you could still use them. They would just have the ink on them, so you know, a lot of times that's a look that you want. So anyway, and then I have, as you probably just heard me cough, my asthma's really bad the last few days, and so I tested myself this morning for COVID thinking, oh, I probably got it too, and my test came back negative, so as far as I know I don't have it, but yeah, I'm sure I'll end up with it. I don't see how I'll not. But anyway, it's just been a little bit nutty around here, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna make any promises about videos this week. I mean, I'm gonna obviously try to get as many done as I can, but I just want you guys to know if I'm not here, it's just I'm dealing with whatever comes up. So anyhow, so it's fun to try like all different things on here too and see what you that's not great when it does that though, because now the problem is that one's not going to come out good. But that's how I got that lace look on that paper that I used the other day, and a couple of people asked if I could show you how I did that. It was this lace, and this is just an old vintage piece of crochet, and I've just sort of donated it to the, you know, doing this. And it's fun to do different colors, obviously. So we'll get a little, I thought I had water up here, but I don't. Just take a little bit of this rubbing alcohol. I forgot water, of course. I have none in my room here. So yeah, prayers, of course, would be fabulous. He is feeling a tiny bit better. He just does not have any energy whatsoever, like zero. He can't even hardly, like last night, he was like, I couldn't even hardly get up to come to bed. Like, he just wiped entirely out, you know. So, he's been sleeping a lot, but I've been making sure he gets up and, you know, walks around and stuff. He's not coughing a lot. It's really mostly the energy, and then he keeps getting cold, so we're watching his temperature and giving him Advil and all that kind of thing, of course. And he's taking an antiviral, so hopefully that will make it, I mean, obviously nothing's going to make it go away, but hopefully make it a little less severe and not last quite as long, hopefully. But yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Been crazy about, what, 3 weeks, I think? Yeah. So prayers would be fabulous, I'm going to say, about now. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, this is a piece of cardstock that obviously got in there somehow. Not surprising. So I'm going to just try rubbing it to get the center first so that hopefully I don't roll it all up again. The other cool part about this is you kind of get both sides by doing that. So if you wanted to put it in a journal, you definitely could do that as a page instead of backing. Let's see, that one came out pretty good. And then you can also spritz it if you want to get a little bit more of like a watercolory effect. And the other cool thing about using the inks is that then you can just stack them. I mean, you don't have to worry about laying them all out to dry unless you know, do stuff like this. I'm just going to spray around a little bit. And then you can put down a piece or two and pick up whatever's left, which is always a good way to clean it off. Not quite enough room, but still useful for backing tags if you're using the half sheets, but definitely, obviously, you can use full sheets. You can use tissue paper. You can use that like newsprint type paper would be fun to use. And these ones are not going to be colored edge to edge, but they do come out kind of cool. It's just a different effect. And that one I didn't really obviously do anything to, more just picking up the extra ink so I can put another color down. Alright, so another fun thing to do is use bubble wrap. Let's do some purple. Let's see what we get. Try to get most of this rolled off. You're always going to get a little crossing of color, obviously. And then let me grab a bubble wrap. I have these square bubbles, which just came in some packaging, so I really don't know, like, I didn't buy it or anything, it just came in some packaging. But if you just get any bubble paper, that type of thing, and then you just press it, and I don't know why I'm doing the whole thing. And I just keep those rolled up on top of my cabinet, and use them whenever I do jelly printing. I think part of the problem I'm having is I've got this on here and it's kind of crinkled, my jelly plate. But yeah, any type of bubble wrap works to do that with. So that's another fun thing. Any lace The thinner laces like this type, which I have used for almost like stenciling and other stuff, they don't make the greatest impression. I don't think they're thick enough. So I would say like more like a doily or something works better. But see, that just gives you a real cool print. I'm going to grab a drink. Hold on. And I was just lucky enough to find those or have those squares, but yeah, whatever type of print or item you can find to make a design it's just fun. And just think of anything that you have that would leave some sort of print. You can mix up colors. I'll show you that in just a minute. And you could take like a trim like this one. This was from my daughter for my birthday, and she got it at Hobby Lobby. So you just can put that down, and you can also take a piece, especially for something like this, that almost like a stencil, and I think Gail Augustinelli showed this before too. You can kind of go get in those spaces so you're using the ink all up. And so you get that kind of a thing, which is really cool. But then you can also get the other part of that. Yeah, I really like playing with the inks just because it's not quite as messy, especially on my desk. I really can't do the paint on my, the paint on my desk. I have to take it downstairs and, lay out plastic and do all that. So that's the positive and negative of that trim, which turns out really cool. That'd be cool to do something for Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day, Amy. Halloween is the word I was looking for. Let's see if I put some hickory smoke. I can still see it on there, but I don't know what's going to happen when I put this on there. I might be able to still pick it up a little bit. I just did that really lightly. See if I pick up any more. No, it just did the squares. Yeah, that's not really what I was looking for, but that's okay. Let's spritz it again and pick up some of this ink, and we'll just do the gray and see what that would look like. I don't know why I'm picking from paper from that side. No reason. My brain is entirely fried at this point. There's that. Not much, but it picked up the color, so they'll be good for something. I'm surprised I do end up grabbing them to collage on. And you can always add to it later. You know what I mean? Like if you want to spatter on it or something like that to give it a little more color, you can. I forgot there's water in that bottle. Duh. Don't want to totally dry out my jelly plate, right? That would not work. Okay, we'll try to get this a little more. Oh yeah, another color. Let's put some of the dusty Concord with it. That was hickory smoke. Try to get down here first. Get the gray going. And we'll go purple up here. I'm going to take it down here just a little bit, because I'm not going to get the whole page, which I keep forgetting, and I keep doing the whole page. I want this thing, because that was cool. quite as good as my last one, but I do like the gray. It does look cool. I'm going to use the brayer. You kind of got to hold it down because it does move, and then you kind of get that blurry effect. Yeah, this is really neat. I like that. How that comes out. That's really fun. So definitely, if you've got something like that, it doesn't have to be just that. It can just be something that looks kind of like that. Let's try some smaller bubbles. Mine are kind of gone flat, so I'm not going to make any promises, but we'll give it a whirl. Try to get a little more just in the middle here. My son's coughing too. He could be just breathing dust, but I'm sure before it's all said and done, we're probably all going to end up with it. Don't know how we wouldn't. Oh, you guys, my brain's not working, I'm telling you. But anyway, we'll put bubbles next. That was real boring. Oops. Let's try the bubbles. See what we get. I can see all those little bubbly dots. Ooh, this one turned out cool. Yeah, I like it. Definitely cool. I don't know, how did I miss over there? I guess I just didn't get any print over there. But I mean, you could do index cards. You could do envelopes. Really anything. I have like these. I just dumped stuff all over the floor. I'm going to use this blue. I'm just going to mix. I don't think it's that big of a deal with these colors. If it was a darker onto a lighter, I wouldn't do that, but I think it'll be fine. Let's do a lace again. I always forget that address is on there. So you can barely see that, but it's still kind of neat. You know, if you're going for that lighter look, and then obviously you could add another color to it to see what you get. But that's fun. Let's see. I wasn't planning on doing these, but hey, why not? Got this funny little recipe card. It already has some ink on it, it looks like. Let's make it darker. So yeah, just play with it and see what you get. Put a little purple on this side. Whatever distress inks you have, even if you just have like vintage photo, just play with it because you can get that coffee tea dyed effect, you know. I'm just gonna do that, for example. I mean, even that looks cool. Just, you know, makes it a little bit better than just white or whatever. And then see with that little bit of, if you use the right ones, you'll get a lot of oxide effect. It's doing it a little bit though. It's kind of cool. So yeah, just a little less messy. Not a lot less messy, but a little. I like this. This is one of my favorite. This blueprint sketch. Surprisingly, because I don't use a lot of blue, but I'm starting to use more than I used to. But I do like it a lot. Let's use this one. Let's see if we can just get... I'm just going to do an index card. Do this side. Now I've got a hair stuck to that. Doing good today. Yeah, I couldn't believe that's one of those threads, but that one turned out cool. If you wanted, you could get like just some spots here and there. Let that oxidize. Yeah, I couldn't believe our smoke alarms last night. I was like, seriously, when your dad can't even lift his head off the pillow and it's really, I just have, I mean, the best luck with that. I just hope he gets feeling better. He's feeling a little better today, but yeah, it's just so scary. I just, just be done with it already. I know I'm not alone in that sentiment. Just gonna kind of pick this up with some of these, and I want to do some vintage photo or walnut stain. I like that recipe card. It turned out cool. That even looks neat, especially once it gets all dry. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you so much, you guys. I did a post on Instagram. Business has not been good, I'm not going to lie about that. And I just really appreciate you guys for supporting me. That's so kind. And I didn't mean, you know, just come and support me. Of course, support any Etsy artists that you can, because I'm sure I'm not totally alone. I mean, obviously there's people that do well no matter what, but yeah, with prices of everything being so high, there's just, you know, you don't have money for hobbies. I don't, so I mean, luckily I have all this junk, so I can but if I was just starting, there'd be no way for me to do that right now at all. Ooh, let's try antique linen, because I haven't done much with this. Yeah, so, but I just want to say thank you. You guys are so amazing and kind and generous and just wonderful. And not just because you come and buy stuff at my store, but I mean, you're just so kind. And I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, just kind of a ick'em time right now for trying to make it in this business. Well, a lot of businesses, honestly. I know. I'm just glad I don't have employees, because I would not want to be, you know, I'd obviously have to be letting them go, so I'm real glad that at least it's just me, so I can, if I have to, go get a second job or whatever, or, you know, if I had to stop completely, I could just get a job outside the house. would be a total bummer, but it could be done. I'm going to use one of these just to see how this comes out. But yeah, I would feel awful if I had employees right now. There'd be no way. Well, that wasn't great, but it came out pretty good. I think it's akin to sometimes when you're coffee or tea dyeing. You know, it has that sort of an effect about it. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool once it's all dry. Definitely looks like coffee or tea dye to me. So it's literally just as simple as that. That's all you gotta do is just sort of press that in there. What did I do with my, that's right here. I do want to do something with my walnut stain, which probably needs to be re-inked. Alright, let's do this one again. I like the little sort of flowers in this. And we'll do another, probably do a couple of these, I think, because I think I got pretty much all the way out here. Got ink on that one too already. Thank goodness my son is still here. I don't know. I can't even reach those hardly on a step stool. Those stinking smoke detectors. Probably have to pay somebody to come do it. I know, I put lace on there and then I did that to it, but you can still kind of see it. I don't know, I just like to try some different things and see what comes out cool, you know? Let's try one of these. Yeah, I don't know, I just think it's super fun. And yeah, like I said, I just don't make nearly the mess that I make when I do the other. So I would definitely try it if I was you guys, because it's very fun. Some gathered twigs again. Just a little. I know that's going to kind of ruin some of it, but I'm just going to try it. It's the only way you see if something different will work. That one just kind of got smooshed. And there you can see the bubbles a little bit more. But you could do something cool. It would make a nice background, and that's really what you're going for with these anyways, background, obviously. So anyhow, that's how I do it. Just get out your Gelli plate, put your inks on, whatever you have. If you don't have all the colors like I have, just use your vintage photo or walnut stain or whatever that you use. Try a little water, maybe a little coffee. In fact, we could do just a little coffee to see what happens. My coffee Probably need to wash out my little container here. I do keep some rubbing alcohol in it, and that's just to help with, you know, like, so the coffee doesn't go bad in there, get moldy and whatever. But yeah, just try all different things. This is different color paper. And push different things into it. You could use, you know, the bags that you get onions in that are kind of that netting stuff. That would be fun. I have some of that somewhere, but I don't know where. And bubble wrap, obviously. Crinkled up paper, just blotch it around. That would be a fun one to do. Any packaging, obviously. Even just that. I think that turns out really kind of fun for that coffee spattered look. And that was just what was left over on there. So yeah, just have fun playing with it, and you'll make less mess. You can do it pretty much anywhere and not have too much of a painty, icky mess. So anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we will chat again tomorrow. Love you guys. Talk later. Bye now.